So good afternoon again, everyone. So we come now to the second part of our lesson for this module 6. So sa nakaraang lesson natin, we have discussed and you were able to tackle about magmatism, diba? And its mechanisms then. And for this topic for today, on our second part, we are going to discuss about the changes in mineral components and texture of rocks. Ayan. So, ito naman yung tinatawag nating metamorphism. So, from the word itself, meta, meaning sabihin nagbabago, morph, ibig sabihin ng morph, it changes its state into another one, diba? Kaya nga pag pinaghalo mo yung word na yan, metamorphism, ibig sabihin it is a process, diba? Kaya nga ism it is a process of change, wherein on this lesson we are going to specifically discuss the process of change in mineral components at yung mga textures nila. Okay, so foremostly, objectives of this lesson is to describe the changes in mineral components and textures of rocks and be able to identify samples based on the effects of changes on temperature and pressure. And for the introduction of our lesson then, palagi niyong tatandaan, when we say metamorphic rock, it is something which is being formed at the surface of the earth through the process of metamorphism. So, yung lahat ng nag-undergo ng metamorphism, halimbawa, with recrystallization of minerals and rocks due to changes in pressure and temperature conditions, sila yung mga tinatawag nating metamorphic rocks. Yan. So, andito yung mga main factors niya, namely, yung tinatawag nating heat and reactive fluids at yung pressure. So later we will discuss about that. So we have here a short table. You can actually self-study on it. This is like let's say only a reference yan. Reference ng ano? Reference ng mga scheme of metamorphic rock identification. This is how rocks are being identified, diba? On a metamorphic course. Yan. So may tinatawag tayo dyan mga non-foliated, tapos mga foliated. Para bigyan ko kayo ng heads up, pag sinasabi natin non-foliated, non-foliated, ibig sabihin, it is something fine, diba? Or fine to coarse, diba? Halimbawa, bibigyan ko kayong example, quartz or marble. Yan ang pinaka-example ng non-foliated. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng foliated, yan yung mga tinatawag nating mga slate of rock, mga gneiss, yan, mga para mas ma-imagine nyo maigi. Yung foliated, from the word itself, foliation, diba? Anong ibig sabihin ng foliation? That is the shedding of the outermost layer, diba? Bawa, katulad nung mica, quartz, feldspar, yung garnet, diba? Para mas familiar kayo sa mga ganyang rocks, imagine niyo na lang the difference between a rough rock and a smooth surface rock. Okay. So, yung makikita nyo sa map symbol, yan. Yan yung actual na makikita mo kapag hinati mo yung rock sa gitna. Yan yung mga pattern. Diba? May mga guhit-guhit kayong makikita dyan. Ito. Tingnan nyo yung cursor ko. Yan. Ibig sabihin yan yung mga layers ng rock na yan all throughout its formation, diba? Kada layer is a different generation of formation, diba? Yun nga lang, nag-iiba-iba siya. Bakit? Nag-iiba-iba siya dahil sa difference din ng temperature, di ba? Hindi naman pa sa mga areas na may four seasons, hindi naman palagi malamig at hindi rin naman palagi mainit, di ba? So, to understand thoroughly, the three main factors or agents of metamorphism includes heat, pressure, and chemically active fluids, diba? So, heat, given na yon. When there is a rise in temperature, there is a tendency that a certain rock will melt, diba? And when there is an increase in temperature, kapag nag-produce ng byproduct na heat, tataas din naman ang pressure, diba? And one more thing, we need to understand this. Napakalaking contribution ng mga tinatawag nating chemically active fluids. Yan yung mga tinatawag na common fluid which helps the chemical activity. Halimbawa, yung mga water-containing ions in a solution. So, kung mapapansin nyo, even the fresh water itself, di ba? Halimbawa, sa mga waterfalls, yan, perfect example ko na yan, mga waterfalls. Di ba? Yung mga rocks underneath it, makikita nyo, halos perfectly rounded yung iba, di ba? Mga smoothened yung surfaces niya. Bakit? Kasi continuous yung pounding ng water across the surface of the rock, di ba? Which causes the rocks to collide with each other to the point na nagiging exfoliated yung mga rock. At kapag nag-exfoliate yung surface ng rock, ay nag-i-smoothen yung kanilang mga appearance, di ba? Kaya yung mga kinokolekta nyo dyan sa mga waterfalls na yan, di ba? Pag may mga outing kayo sa mga nature park, yan, may mga waterfalls. Kahit sa dagat, di ba? Sa may shoreline, may kita nyo yung mga malilit na bato, mga oblongated, mga spherical information, tapos parang mga tawag dito, parang mga maliliit nga na eggs yung iba, diba? Lalo pag kulay white o reddish yung rock, yan. That is because of the continuous stream of the tides. Halimbawa, yung tides magkukusarak ng magkaroon ng motion going back and forth sa shoreline. So yun ang imagine niyo every day and every night. Yun lang ang motion na sinusunod niya. It will go back and forth. It will collide with other surfaces. Kaya nagkakaganon. Diba? And the third family of rock is the metamorphic rock formed from either igneous rock or sedimentary rocks that have been changed due to tremendous heat and pressure. Okay. So, here are some very common uses of these metamorphic rocks, di ba? Syempre, the most important part of our learning in here is to be able to see the different uses of these materials in our everyday lives. Halimbawa, yung mga metamorphic rocks, ginagamit siya commercially para sa blackboard, mga chalk sa blackboard pala. And halimbawa naman itong mga marble, ginagamit siyang pang-construct ng mga building floors, bathroom walls, diba? And yun yung tinatawag nilang marmol. O yun yung ginagawang lapida. Yan. So, aside from that, napakarami niyang uses. Actually, it really depends on the imagination of the one utilizing it then. So, remember, ang nagkukos sa kanila ay extreme heat and pressure. Diba? Those wonderful things na nakikita nyo na take advantage ng mga tao ngayon, it came from a process which is very unruly, a process which is really, diba? Sizzling hot kung tawagin yan. Kasi talaga literally, di ba, above the boiling point, di ba? In an immeasurable scale, they are undergoing these processes the continuous process of melting and solidifying and melting and solidifying. So kaya siya tinatawag na cycle. Now on your next activity, I highly suggest for this one, you could use other references and resources. Syempre, you could always make use of your browser, whatever browser you're using, Google or Safari, etc. So you could have those in hand. You can actually look for it. Actually, ito nga ay available sa dictionary. And kapag hinanap YouTube sa additional resources nyo, halimbawa sa YouTube or sa kahit anong free encyclopedia, makikita nyo yung mga meaning ng words na to. So be able to perform this activity number 2 then. And so that should be the last part of our lesson for this week. So always remember, class, on this part of our lesson, it is just important to reiterate. It's like a throwback sa ating lesson, di ba? We are just preparing for the upcoming lessons din. Ang palagi nyo lang naman tatandaan sa lesson na to is ano-ano ba yung mga gamit ng mga ganitong uri ng rocks and minerals which are being present in our everyday lives, di ba? Sa simpleng ang tingin, parang hindi sila significant, but when you take a look at it at the broader business side, at both ends of the world, diba? Tunay na indispensable ang gamit ng mga metamorphic items na to, diba? Palagi niyong tatandaan, without these processes, the heat and the pressure, without those catalysts, walang mga ganitong changes, diba? So, one moral lesson we can gain from this topic then, so always stay strong then, and remember yung mga pinakamagagandang gems, yung mga pinaka precious stones, even the minerals, diba? They are being unearthed, diba? Ibig sabihin hinuhukay sila, they are being unearthed, and it is rest assured that they have duly let's say endured the test of time, of the test of nature and time rather. Ayan, di ba? Kahit anong process pang pagdaanan nila, extreme heat, extreme pressure, extreme temperature, still they are known to be as one of the most precious items here on earth. Well, that would be it for today on our science then. So just a very brief lesson, a very quick lesson, and still I do look forward you submit your modules on time, if possible on or before the deadline, para maging okay ang lahat. So I'm looking forward to greet every one of you. Merry Christmas then, and always stay safe, my dear grade 12 students. Okay, have a great day.